Hi, this is Madhavan, and I'd like to tell all of you that I completely support what iRFT stands for and their campaign for fair trade practices across the globe. I urge all the media and the consumers and all the NGOs over here to support companies that have the fair trade certificate, which signifies that they're being very, very fair to the artisans and people that they've employed. Wish you all the very best. Thank you very much.
Hello, this is Purab Kohli, and I would like to congratulate all the groups of people who are involved today in this activity. I really think this is a celebration for you all and a celebration for, I think, lots of people who deserve a lot more than they get. So hats off to you all. I think you are doing a great job. Of course, we're talking about fair trade. This is something that's been made by a woman called Kantabai, and I think it's really beautiful, and it's something that you can reuse, and keep using it over and over again at different occasions. It's a toran, of course, so it gets out like that. So you can see that there are brilliant things made around our country, and I think we are lucky to live in urban areas and we get access to all these things. But the sadness of a situation like that is often the person who invests time and energy and makes this, of course this is handmade, doesn't get the full benefit of what he or she actually deserves. So an activity like this is fantastic. I was introduced to it many years ago because of my love for green and black chocolates. Of course, it's a fair trade product, and I has to always see the stamp on the chocolate and wonder what fair trade was, and then I figured it out. Also, something that comes to mind is Mahatma Gandhi always said that to actually make a country progress, you have to have the rural areas that are developed. And I'm not saying, that's a large picture in developing rural areas and what all needs to be done, then we can keep on discussing about that. But I think this is a step that people who live in these areas, people who don't even have access to their homes by proper roads, I think this is one step towards giving them what they truly deserve and what they work for. So support fair trade. I do definitely support fair trade.
I believe in fair trade, and I believe and support NGOs and women's groups who make a dignified living out of it. I support it.
Hi, I'm Rakeysh, Omprakash, Mehra, and I produce and direct films. I try and make movies, try and tell stories which have a moral of the story, which have some kind of a message in them. Well, I really love the idea of the fair trade practice, and it's very heartening to know that now it's coming to India. It's come to India, and we can actually adopt it and apply for it and strive to get the fair trade label. To me, it's not just a label. It's not a stamp which you will have on your product, or NGOs are making products and micro entrepreneurs with their products. It's not just a label. It's kind of a way of life. It is an ethical practice. For instance, a fair trade practice label will ensure the buyer that the product he is buying has not used like child labor. It's like a body shop product which I buy across the world, I know does not indulge in animal testing. That the labor has been ethically treated, there have been proper wages, we haven't polluted the environment. Basically, we are responsible citizens, and it also, there's a feeling of satisfaction, there's a feeling of pride that you opted for a product which had fair trade label. So I would urge you, I would request you to the NGOs who are involved in producing, the micro entrepreneurs, to go for this and to enroll themselves. It might take some time before you can understand the policy, go through the stringent quality controls, the ethical trade practices. but it will be well worth it. In a long run, there will be institutions all over the world, big buyers like Marks and Spencers and Walmart who will favor your product because it says a lot. And in today's world, when there's so much flying around and there's so much madness and there's so much confusion, if we can simplify things for others and we can show that we care, it will go a long way. So I believe in fair trade label. I vote for it.